some sectors that are a lot more carbon emitting than others. Power is obvious. Energy is the bedrock of everything, and if you can get to cleaner sources of energy, that could make a big difference to every other sector. But for fossil fuels in general, oil and gas is a sector, mining and metals is a sector, automotive, as you move from internal combustion to electric vehicles, you could make a big difference. That's a sector. Agriculture is a big sector, carbon emitting sector. Chemicals is a big sector. So we went and looked at what are the big carbon emitting sectors, and then we married that to our own portfolio. And so within our portfolio, where are our clients and where are we disproportionately represented? And in doing all of that, we came up with the 7 sectors where we thought we could really make a difference. Ironically, the biggest sector for us, where we have a big footprint, it's not a big carbon emitting sector by itself, but it's a big footprint for us, is property. We are a big property house. And obviously, so that takes a large part of our attention and our focus as well. Now, in coming up with the targets, as you correctly said, we want to try and get specific targets that are measurable, realistic, but move the needle. And so for 6 of the sectors, we have chosen carbon intensity targets. So what is the amount of carbon dioxide emitted per unit of something, passenger miles or steel produced or something like that. In one sector, we've got absolute carbon targets, and that's oil and gas. Because for that sector, it's not just a question of efficiency of production, it's a question of moving away from the sector entirely. So we have an absolute emissions target for that sector. And finally, for 2 sectors, we found it very hard to actually come up with a good set of targets or pathways today. And so we wound up with just data targets, targets for getting the right kinds of data, so we can then evolve to creating more specific emissions targets in the future. And those are agriculture and chemicals.
Right. For oil and gas, what is that specific target, sir, if I'm asking?
Well, our current plan is to try and get a 28% reduction in our carbon emissions between now and 2030 across all of the stuff we do. And we do some upstream, we have some midstream, downstream, but most of the emissions come from upstream, people who go and actually mine for oil or so on. And our target right now is a 28% absolute reduction.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.